Ich träume und die Welt erzittert.
Yes! Yes!
Hey guys, Conosle here, and today I have a replay for you guys featuring FearMySkill and the FV4202 Tier 10 British medium tank. And I know I said I won't usually use replay system replays unless they are truly special. And this one is one of those replays, which is very special. This is another one of those mind-boggling games where maybe the smallest percentile of players will ever have a game like this. I have come nowhere near as good a game as this one right here. And so he's going to be showing us the FV4202, and he's going to a spot, one of my favorite spots on this map, one of my favorite spots in this game. I've had countless games in my patent and my old FV4202 and my new Action X where I've had 8,000, 9,000 damage games from this position, but he's going to do even more. He's going to fire a shell off at this Leopard 1, and he does in fact hit. He does zoom in a lot for the replay, so that's pretty nice. The issue is, though, is Wargaming still haven't figured out how to make it aim where you're aiming. How hard is that? How hard is that? I don't know. So I guess it's pretty hard because they still haven't figured it out because they're spending more time on other things. Anyway, let's see if he can find other shots down range. Can he? Yes, he can. A nice slim shot there, and it flies true. Most of the shots here make it look like he's aiming high, but then some of them make it look like he's aiming low, which is a little bit funny. Now he's got this E75. He's going to try to get himself to a height where he can shoot him, but he can't quite. But there's a Scorpion G. Will he find a shell? It's a slim shot. It looks like, yes, he does. It hits the very top of his turret and puts a shell in. Looking at his loadout, he carries 17 premium Hesh and the rest standard APCR. I do the same thing, not the same loadout. I'd go 48 APCR, 24 Hesh, but I don't carry any standard Hesh. I really don't see a reason to carry any standard Hesh. And he's got a med kit and a repair kit and food, same as me. Now I don't know what his loadout with equipment is, but I would imagine it's probably gun rammer, vertical stabilizer, and ventilation, though he might have optics. I'm sure he'll let us know in the comments below or in Discord, and then I'll let you guys know. Actually, I probably won't let you guys know because the video will be done and uploaded, so I won't. So just read the comments because maybe he'll mention. But he's trying to find a shell on this E75, and he's unable to do so. Now he's changing his attention to what looks like this Scorpion G. Will he find a shot on the Scorpion G? No, he shoots the Stark. He fooled me, and he ammo racks him. And that's going to be a trend here. He does a lot of ammo racking. He never blows anyone's turrets off, but he does a lot of ammo rack hits. But now he's aiming up a shot on this guy. I think he fires that through the roof of the E75 because he was angled back, no problem. In fact, he probably could have gone through the upper plate too. But the roof was the more sure shot, and he fires it off and kills him. But now he's got this Leopard 1, fires a shell, and puts it in. No problem there whatsoever. And as you can see, he's just able to do damage. Now, what's so great about the spot he's in is if the enemy team were holding the other side of the bridge, he's actually in a divot where he can't get shot, but he can poke up and spot, and you can get a ton of assist. And with the turret he has and the gun depression he has, he can also find shots on the enemy, which he's been doing. But it doesn't look like there's enough of them over here for him to get too much damage. So he's going to have to move on, and he's going to get most of his damage not actually in the divot, but more on their side of the map. Now he's finding another shell in this Leopard. He fires it off. The Leopard hits him in return, but he ammo wrecks the Leopard 1. Now he's changing his attention to this TVP, who's gone undetected, but he's firing his shells off, so he's able to track him down and fires a shell blind, and does in fact hit the TVP. Now the Leopard is in the base, and he's trying to find his gun depression, but he can't quite. The Revelry stay in front of him, but he wants to shoot this Leopard, and he does find a shot. Ammo racks him, and he gets finished off by the 57 heavy on his right, and his head gets blown clean off. Down goes the Leopard. Now he's firing another shell into, what was that, a Ferdinand. Fires it off, and he does in fact hit. Now the Ferdinand is not known for having too much armor when it's lower tier, but he does manage to bounce a shell from the FV4202. And now he's changing his attention back to the TVP. After bouncing off the Ferdinand, he then bounces off the TVP. Just luck of the draw, I guess. Maybe hit him in the gun, maybe in the mantlet, maybe in the frontal plate while backing up. Who knows? But now he's got shots on this defender. Fires up a shell straight in the lower plate, and he penetrates him no problem. And now he's going to find, hopefully, another shell and finish him off because his team is tied at the moment. He bounces off. Should I say the defender bounces off of our hero, but our hero finishes him off. And now he's going to change his attention to this Jagdpanzer. Nope. Doesn't quite have a shot on the Jagdpanzer. Maybe he does. So he changes his attention back to the Ferdinand. Will he find some shots? Yes, he does. He puts a shell in, and he ammo racks the Ferdinand. That's his 4th damaged ammo rack of the day. Will he have any more, or would that be it? I don't know. I don't remember. I think that's it. He puts another shell into the Ferdinand. Now he's a one-shot. Will he be able to finish him off? No, he's changing his attention now to the Jagdpanzer E100. Puts a shell. No, it does not hit. He misses, in fact. It looks like he aimed high. Just kidding. That's the replay system. I have no clue where he's aiming. But this time it flies true, and it goes in, and he damages the Jagdpanzer E100. But I think he's got his side right now because of what he does next. Fires a shell, and now he's just going to sit here with his gun aimed in that one spot. And he's just going to do this over and over again. I think he is tracked. But that one goes into the ridge because magic. That's amazing. Without moving his gun, now it flies true. He doesn't move his gun at all. And yet the first shell goes, well, technically the third shell, goes into the ground in front of him. And he fires another one. And he's just hitting this guy over and over again. Guys, if you are playing a turretless tank destroyer, you've got to prioritize getting repairs and track mechanic on your tank. Trust me, it's going to save you from things like this. I even put a large repair kit on mine, just because of this very reason. You will not get permatracked if you do that. And, well, this guy does not do that. And he gets permatracked and killed blind by the FV4202's relentless rate of fire. It's not the greatest rate of fire. In fact, it's not really impressive. It's right in the middle of all the other 105s. In fact, on the lower end, really, I think it's, okay, maybe not. The E50M is slower, the Leopard 1 is slower. I don't know what the 30Bs is anymore. With everything they've done to that, I don't even care about that tank anymore. So, but I do think this is actually on the lower end, or right in the middle, because then there's the STB1, which is faster, and the Patton, which is faster. So yeah, this one's right in the middle, but that's still a devastating damage per minute. Especially when you have this thing fully pimped out. He's probably got a 6.8 seconds reload, but now he's got this atomic. He puts the shell in, and he switched to his Hesh rounds. That was a Hesh penetration there. Wasn't the highest of rolls with his Hesh, but he's going to keep these loaded for the remainder of this game because he's fighting a lot of soft targets. The atomic, the TVP, and the waffle. He's going to put a shell in. Yes, he does. The Hesh shell penetrates, and now he's a one-shot for his Hesh shells. The TVP finishes off his friend, but our hero's going to go in and finish him off, and now he's got the atomic who bounces off, and he's going to face hug the atomic to keep this guy shooting him in his turret or his hull, and he's pushing him back, trying to protect. He's going to pull out in front of the gun of this guy, trying to protect his Ferdinand behind him because his Ferdinand is low on health, about a one-shot at this point. And here comes the waffle, and the waffle finishes off the Ferdinand. He pulls back to finish the kill, but he hits the tip of the gun, and that surprises him. He checks to make sure the waffle doesn't have shots, turns back around for the atomic, and fires a shell into the lower plate, finishing him off. He's going to keep his Hesh shells loaded. Now he's going to turn his attention to the waffle, who's now getting shot from behind. There we go. Here he comes. He's got the underbelly. He's going to fire the Hesh straight in. Boom, he does, and he penetrates with the Hesh shell. No problem there. And he pulls back. Now he's got this little divot here. From here, it doesn't look like he's got much cover, but he actually does. He's hiding very well. He puts another shell into the waffle. He is now a one-shot, the waffle is, and he's aiming up the last shell. He's still driving up. No gun depression. Boom! And he finishes him off. No problem. Picking up his 33rd damage ribbon with actually 34 penetrations. The Revelries didn't count because it was so low. How much damage did he do? 12,539 damage. Sniper medal, Top Gun, Devastator. High caliber, unsurprisingly. And what a game. Thank you, FearMySkill, for setting this in. This is a phenomenal game and may be the highest damage I have ever seen in the FV4202. In fact, one of the highest damage I've ever seen on a medium tank. In fact, I said in fact again, this is higher than the damage that JustAnAce did in his Patton on the Beard Guys channel, which was titled the highest damage ever, with a question mark. So this is the most damage I have ever seen on a tier 10 medium tank. Phenomenal, phenomenal once again. Anyway guys, make sure you go check out Space Bandit's YouTube and GotADingy's YouTube. Links in the description below, and I will see you guys all later. Take care, and peace out.